Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. You know what that means. I'm good old Mike Belcaster, brought to you by the Turnbuckle Tavern for the All Elite wrap up. And I'm joined by the two baddest men on the planet, the one and only
OG Fit Kid Thomas Montalto.
And by God, it ain't Excalibur. It's
the reigning, defending Raw Down champion, the Boney Khan, the voice of your adulthood, but Mr. Boney Chivani. What's up, folks? And I'm live.
Bring that crap here.
I'm live on the gram right now. I'm trying to tell people, hey, y'all come watch. You know,
yes,
come watch.
Come watch or be cursed.
Yes, yes. So, what'd you guys think of the show tonight?
It was a good show. It's a fun show. It was good. It was better than 2 weeks ago, Boney.
As we say down in Louisiana, come see, come saw.
How does that
was good. Go fuck yourself. Speak a little Louisianian, if you know.
Come see, come saw. Like, I don't know. It was okay. Like,
it was okay. Go fuck yourself. It wasn't bad.
Basically.
Listen, I thought it was a fun episode. I thought everything was great. Entertaining, nothing really too bad, especially under the weather circumstances here in Chicago. Wheeler, Utah got a showcase and a half, which was cool. We're just going into it.
What?
Young Anthony.
I wouldn't say tonight's show sucked.
He said that in Vince Russo voice. I'm very attacked.
Hey, Young Anthony.
See, he's salty because the champion is here. And he's better than you, and you know it.
And he's better than you, and you know it.
And he didn't need Wardlow to beat you for that championship.
Yeah.
Take that dynamite ring and shove it six ways to Sunday, brother.
That's thing number one I was disappointed about in tonight's show. And I'm just giving up on Wardlow turning on MJF because who cares anymore? It's just been drawn out too much.
Well, here's the thing. It's still building.
I don't care anymore. It's built too much that it's terrible.
There's your Bob Orton mindset. God damn it.
It's just been too long now. I wanted it to happen in Ohio. He comes out. He gives him the ring now. He's still on MJF's side. Who cares? Let him stay with him.
Did somebody say Bob Orton?
Bob Orton,
nice
brother.
figure. Nice figure.
Is that the new one? He's got the nice coat.
That's great.
The only one I seen on my shelves was the swap, and I was super pissed. They put the basic in there.
Swap it for.
It's terrible.
Oh.
But anyway, let's get into it. We had Mox versus Wheeler, Utah to start up the show. Not Brian Kendrick.
Yes, Brian Kendrick.
Kayfabe.
Was wiped out of the show, was taken off the card just hours before the show started. And when somebody who didn't like him resurfaced some old interview segments of his.
Well, fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah.
Good on Tony Khan for doing it before it became a problem, I guess.
Yes. I mean he's got to do what he's got to do.
It seemed like he wasn't like closing the door on him. He's just like, hey, we're gonna look into this and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Brian Kendrick already tweeted out an apology.
Yeah.
It's cancel culture. And so what the world has become. I mean, not what he said was right. I'm definitely not defending that, but
no. Listen,
I'll never defend that garbage.
I 100% think the Holocaust is real. I'm not taking that away from anybody. Okay. Kendrick does not think the same.
No. Apparently not.
But you're not the man with the plan. That's Fig Freak, brother. Yeah.
I just showed everything, and then you re-showed it. Okay.
It's okay. We're doing that thing where we try to block young Anthony.
Nice. Let's do that.
I like that.
Tyson's quiet tonight, so we're trying to double up on the comments with Anthony and trying to get him out of here.
Brian Kendrick gets replaced.
Yes.
What's the guy's name?
Wheeler, Utah, part of the Best Friends.
Utah, part of the Best Friends.
He's the fourth Wheeler in the Best Friends.
Wheeler.
That guy.
I'll tell you what. Out comes Danhausen and Orange Cassidy with him. My biggest disappointment about the whole night was that's all we saw of Danhausen.
Well, here's the thing. I understand, and I'm not going to disagree with you. He needs more screen time, but the guy's leg is partially robotic, partially just
Yeah, but he
drizzling
still
shits
could have
right
been in
now.
a backstage segment and just said something.
Yeah, well, but here's the thing: like, you do that in a MOX match. He just like looked him up
He
and
just
down,
popped
just
up.
like,
He
yeah,
like cursed
okay.
him. Okay,
And
here's the thing. Okay,
it
Danhausen's
it's
2 appearances on AEW so far. He cursed Adam Cole, and he cursed Jon Moxley.
Yes, but it didn't work. Moxley still won
For now,
for now.
until he gets in the ring with Danhausen.
I don't know. It just it really made Danhausen look bad tonight.
Well, I don't think he looked bad. I
I
just
don't
wanted
think
to
he
see
looked bad
more of
either.
him.
He just
Well, it
popped up.
just
I mean, he
yeah,
didn't look
yeah,
bad. I didn't think he
but
looked bad, but I would have liked to seen a little backstage interview. Welcome to AEW. Why are you here? What are you doing here? Something like that. Along
yeah,
those
but it
lines.
made it just like Mox just like looked at him with such disdain. Like, what
What's
are
wrong with
you?
that? That's what he
Yeah,
should do.
it's Mox.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mox kicked the fan out last week for
I don't know.
calling him drunk
I've got
garbage.
no problem with Mox looking him up and down.
I
Yeah.
don't either. I don't either. But that's like you're not doing Danhausen any favors in that spot, you know.
Cursed
Yeah.
him. He cursed him. That's why he
I
couldn't
don't
get
know.
out
He
of
should have been
that
like, and
shitty
he's
hug.
just thrown into best friends. You know, he was just thrown into best friends. It just doesn't make sense. That's what
Yeah.
I
You're
don't like about
assuming,
MJF.
though. Maybe
What?
Danhausen. I said you're assuming. Maybe Danhausen turns on the best friends. Maybe
But it
right
was
now
just
he's with the best friends because his leg's broken.
yeah, it was just thrown into it. I didn't like.
Yeah.
I don't think Danhausen should have been out there for that match tonight.
No.
That
Nor
wasn't
should he
explained.
been there.
He should have just been like in a backstage segment somewhere with a little interview, welcoming him to AEW, and got him to talk. That's all.
It's a fan house.
It just made
Love the
I
Danhausen.
love Danhausen. I'm just
You
saying it made
love
no
that
sense.
Danhausen.
I love any Danhausen. I'm just saying what they did tonight didn't make any sense.
Well, it didn't not make sense. It makes sense because it fell in line with what they were already doing with last week. So you got Orange Cassidy out there. Danhausen pops up. Okay, cursed, and then we get Danhausen again coming out there in the Mox match. Cursed. Listen, it is what it is. At least Mox didn't get hugged and fall off a fucking 10-foot
I
balcony.
mean, I would have rather seen him in a backstage segment and like whatever.
Yeah.
It
It just didn't do any favors. I was just like, oh my god.
Right. I don't think it hurt him. I agree with J-Bone. It didn't do him any favors.
Yeah.
Well, on the kayfabe side, his leg's still very fucked.
But he could still talk in a backstage interview. I'm not saying he had to wrestle or get involved.
What are they going to do? Do cooking with Danhausen and back with Justin Roberts and
You just say Danhausen. We saw you appear last week. What are you doing here in AEW?
Yes.
I
We're
have
making
friends.
popcorn.
Yes,
Come watch me make popcorn with
So-
Jushin Liger Roberts
And the Ass Boys.
And again, I have no
That's
problem. What
funny.
young Anthony says makes sense because I'd rather the comedy guys be together instead of it being spread out with different segments
Yeah.
on the show. So I don't
Yeah.
disagree with that at all. But they could have introduced him in a backstage segment or something. I'm here to help out my friends. I'm here to help my friends.
Listen, he's on Vince's side for the Royal Rumble. Okay, he's the reason why Shane McMahon got fired. Danhausen just hasn't cursed everybody yet, and that's it. So when Danhausen officially becomes okay and he can curse everybody, you guys are gonna regret your words. He's gonna curse you too.
I'm not saying anything bad. I love Danhausen. It could have even been after the match they did the interview. You know, welcome. What do you do? Like, I'm just here to help my friends. It could have been something cool. I'll be here to make an impact. I see a lot of things going on in AEW I don't like, and I want to make a change.
Right.
Helping the referees out.
Cursed.
You know, it could have been a quick little 2-minute backstage segment. That's all.
Now, what would have really popped me if Aubrey was the ref, right? And then Danhausen pulled out his phone in the middle of it and he's like, he cheated.
That's
cheated.
stuff I want to see. I'm there
Yeah.
for that. 100%.
But you can't blow the housing load.
What if he would have been the one to come down during the CM Punk and MJF match to show the referee a picture on a phone of him using the rope? That would have been great.
That might have been too much, though.
I would have liked
it.
that.
I love it. I'm
No,
here
that
for
would've
it.
been
I'm not saying it.
I
But
agree.
we
That would have
had-
been a better spot. That would have been a
We
better
had
spot
bullshit with
than
Wardrobe. Wardrobe had to come out and ruin everything like he always
Yeah.
does.
And he
With his
doesn't even
stupid
turn on
fucking
him
name.
again. Okay, so But I mean,
So-
it's a
so-
solid match. Let's move on. I love Bryan Danielson coming
Yeah,
out.
no,
and
no.
talking to
Love
Mox.
this. Boom.
I was there for
Tries
that.
to form an
I hope-
alliance with Mox.
I hope they do it.
Let's get Wheeler you
Uh,
to hop in with us. And
Yeah.
who else did he say? Dan Lambert.
Bryan Danielson tonight with that promo. I think that's one of his best promos he's done. I mean, it was simple. It wasn't like too much like, but it was just like such realism.
Yeah.
I think he's made
He's
like I think that's my favorite wrestler in AEW right now.
Oh, me too. I
I'll
love
take
Bryan.
it.
Like
love
it
him.
was like close between a couple people like Kenny and
I don't know if I'll say
Cody.
he's my favorite, but
Cody,
I'm loving
yeah,
everything
Cody.
he does.
Cody.
I'm a Cody fan.
I'm a huge Cody fan.
So
Hey, listen, I'm all in on Cody right now. I love Cody.
yeah.
I think this is building up to. Yes, he curse you, young Anthony. Young Anthony met him years ago, and he fucked up, and that's why he's cursed, and he's not winning.
He cursed and talked like Chicken Little.
Yeah. I think this Danielson and Mox build up is it's going to build up to a program between them and not a unionization.
But you know what? I
So-
wouldn't mind a unionization for a little while, and then it builds up to a program. Like I thought I wanted to see them wrestle too, just like what Bryanson said.
Okay,
Bryan Danielson said.
Bryanson. No, I like Bryanson.
Bryanson.
I really wanted to see them in a program against each other, but I was there for this. So let them do something together for a while, and then let them go at it.
So what I'm saying is it sounds great in retro, like in thought, it sounds great, but Mox is going to call him on his bullshit right away. Because Mox is this new free man. He's not even going to deal with this. He's going to fucking put him out of his misery like that. And that's going to build a feud
I mean, I'd
for
rather see them
Revolution.
do something together.
Or like, yeah.
I'd love to see them tag team.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be great, and then you could have Mox be the next challenger to Page.
You know what I thought would have been great is if at the end, instead of going to shake his hand, Bryan Danielson would just put his fist out like that.
The Shield.
Yeah, it'd have been fun.
They did too much of that on WWE this week, though. And that's why Shane
But
McMahon
Roman
doesn't have a job
Reigns didn't
anymore.
do it. But then you don't have Mox do it. Mox just shakes his head and says, "We don't do that shit here."
Yeah, I'd be for it. It was good stuff, though. I really enjoyed the segment. I thought it was good. I thought the
and I
match
couldn't
was
even
fun.
tell. It almost seemed like Bryan Danielson was more of a face tonight, didn't it? He didn't seem as heelish.
Anytime you're in Chicago, you're a face, baby.
He was telling a line. He had a couple little.
No, don't do that.
Oh, go
We
ahead.
were. You just been part of.
I was
the
waiting
best
for
friends
Mox
for a while.
I was waiting for Mox to like say, hey, we need Tyler Black here tonight.
That would have been funny.
Or
I would have popped for that.
Or Joe in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Where's our guy Joe? But yeah.
Good segment, fun times. I didn't dislike the We Were Yuta match. I thought it was fun.
No,
I thought that both guys did a good job. I thought
of course. I agree.
it felt rushed. Everything tonight kind of felt rushed, but they also put this match together within an hour. They're like, fuck, we can't use Brian Kendrick. We Were Yuta.
You could kind of tell that they
Sandhausen. He comes out like Hook, and they're like, all right, that'll be the makeup for not having.
You could kind of tell they were talking to each other during the match a bit more than normal.
Absolutely,
that's fine.
But that's what I mean. Yeah. So next up we get Brandy, the beautiful one and only. Whoa, you're only smoking mirrors. That's Brandy's new theme song. She comes out, calls us Cleveland, and by us I mean Chicago, because fuck her, and that was ridiculous. This is definitely an issue with this storyline. There's too much way too much healing going on. She's coming out like, "What's up, Cleveland?" And then Robert's coming out, "Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? You fat fucks!" And everybody's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
The thing is, like, okay, here, like, I've been reading a lot of stuff on the internet about this tonight, and it's just weird that they're both acting like heels.
Yeah,
no, it's what I mean. There's way too much healing going on.
No problem with the way either of them delivered anything, but it shouldn't be heel versus heel. It kind of. It doesn't make sense. Like I saw people saying Lambert can't deliver a promo. It's like he's reading. Get out of here. He was great.
No,
Like,
he is
what he-
great.
Yes.
Amazing talker, but you're running. Here's the okay. If you got MJF and CM Punk both running heel versus heel, they can
Yeah.
make it work. You
Right.
got fucking fat face dipshit Dan Lambert,
And I don't
and
know
then
if they're trying to
Brandy,
turn
who
him
doesn't know
face.
how to fucking cut a promo to begin with,
So bad.
doing it. And so it's like, hey, what's up, Cincinnati? And like the crowd's already like, fuck you. Like, we didn't want to see you to begin with. And Lambert comes on, they're like, why? Like, what is it? It's exhausting, is what it is, because you're trying to wrap your head around like, who's the face? Who's the heel? Who's
like it doesn't make any sense. That's my biggest.
Yeah.
I don't have any. Even Brandy wasn't terrible on the mic.
No, she
was awful.
God
She
awful.
was god awful.
Okay.
I wrote down Dan Lambert is here to save the day, but it was Paige Van Zandt that came out and saved the day.
Okay, now here's my problem with that. I love the idea, but when they went at each other, it was so weak.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with this whole angle here. It's Brandy.
She let herself. Brandy let herself get flustered whenever they start chanting, "Shut the fuck up." She was like,
Yes, that took her off the game.
Quick question for both of you. You're upset about Danhausen, but you're not more upset about Brandy. I'm way more upset about Brandy.
No,
I agree.
no.
Right here,
this all day long. Curse all of the fucking roster.
I agree. Like this was by far probably one of the worst segments I've seen on AEW television.
Okay, so here we go. So let's put Danhausen down. Danhausen's new. He's fresh.
I didn't put Danhausen down. I said I just wanted a little more.
You took him out like Bambi.
No, I said I wanted a little more. I wanted a backstage segment.
Put your face towards the dirt, little boy. You're a curse.
My thing is like I don't have many wrestling impressions of Danhausen. I just see his vlogs, right?
See, that's it. That's Tom. Tom was the same way. I don't think Tom. Have you even seen a Danhausen match yet?
Yeah. So
yes.
But see, like. But for me, and I know I'm like one of like a good bit of that's like that people just see his vlogs, not his matches, and it's just not doing him favors. I want him to succeed,
Yeah, I love his vlogs. What are you talking about? It makes
I do too.
You over.
Yeah. So he's a very good wrestler.
His vlogs are great.
From the match,
his vlogs are fantastic.
He looks very entertaining in the ring.
I haven't seen him in a wrestling capacity. And just so far from what I've seen, it's just been
he's very nice. He's very evil. You'll get to it. You'll get anybody that's not clicked with it yet. You'll get it when you see it happen.
I'm sure there's I will probably change my mind. I'm just saying right now they're not doing anything.
Oh no.
No, they tried.
Really?
Yeah, no tequila. Too much money. Hausen for Danhausen.
That sucks.
But Ruckus, the one and only badass motherfucker that writes all the AEW theme songs, is working on it, and he'll make it work.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought this up. So this is something I want to talk about too. What Chad's saying.
Plenty of reality tonight.
Well, we get to it
a little bit, but
House of Black.
But
we'll
talk
House of
about
Black
it.
segment.
No, not yet. We're not there yet.
I think there's too many quick championship matches. Like it doesn't build to anything.
Wait, hold on. Boney Khan thinks there's too many quick championship matches. You want time limit draws? We're gonna give them to you. Send Hook.
I mean, like just like boom, 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 boom. Like, there's nothing
segments. That's what I think the problem is. The segments change too quick. Some of this shit can be left for Rampage. Some of this shit can be held for Dark. A lot of this shit doesn't need to be on Dynamite. Dynamite's supposed to be the main fucking firework, extravaganza. We need to leave the sparklers out for fucking pre 4th of July, not for the big show.
I love the fact that Paige Van Zandt is coming in, but I don't want to see her in a program with Brandy.
Where else are you going to put her?
There's a lot of other female wrestlers on the card that she can
not fucking Brandy.
If I want her to squash anybody, I would want her to squash Brandy.
Well, if it's going to be a squash, but she could have a good match with Ruby Soho.
It's not going to not be a squash.
Speaking about squashes, like, what the fuck? Nyla Rose beating Ruby Soho pissed me off, too.
I got no horse in that race. I seen it. I seen the match. I did not like it.
Yeah.
Everybody
And you
gets
want
their
to talk
due.
about people who I legit can't stand and should never be on my TV again is Vicky Guerrero. She's
You leave
fucking
her
terrible.
She's
She's
great at her job.
terrible.
That's why you say she's terrible.
No, she's
I love
terrible.
I
can't
love Vicky
stand her.
Guerrero.
Oh
Vicky
my
See,
Guerrero's
god!
Boney
great.
gets it.
Fucking
She's
that's what we got
doing her
left with
job.
after Eddie's death.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's
Terrible.
It's
She's
called
horrible.
Heat, brother. It's called
Yeah.
Heat. You're not supposed to
Terrible.
like
She's
her.
terrible.
It's no worse than Rey
hate her.
Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio.
I never want to
Not
see her
supposed
again.
You're not
Well,
supposed
Dominic
to
shouldn't
like
even be on
her.
TV. He's terrible
But
too.
listen, that's what we got left with after Eddie died.
Yikes.
Terrible. She was way
I
worse
thought-
than Brandon.
I thought we had Aiden English.
Man, I miss Aiden English. He was so
Aiden
fun.
English.
He
Isn't
was.
he in Impact now? Isn't he?
Yeah, but he's nowhere near as good as he was on
Oh.
WWE.
Oh.
And that's not a shit on him or
Him and
WWE.
Rusev.
Yeah, that's Rusev.
Well, that's a good point. Where the hell's Miro been, actually?
He's hurt. He's still healing.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't realize that.
He's too busy hanging out with his flexible wife. She's very nice. Yeah. No.
Sleep-
So
Sleep of Wizard.
I'm giving the Brandy segment a fucking super big.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Segment.
It's a
Overall,
fucking
that
F.
segment, it didn't make sense.
Can we talk about shit that doesn't make sense? The AHFO, the Andrade Hardy family office. Fuck you guys. Like, and you're sitting here telling Dan Housen doesn't make sense. There's this bullshit. Where's Darby? Where's Sting? Andrade's like, oh, I got the queue. I don't care. And then Hardy's like, I'm waiting for Jeff to get here. Fuck this angle. Let's move on with it. Like, shut it down. Let Butcher and Blade run free and fucking. I feel like this did more harm to Private Party.
Oh,
than it
absolutely.
did well.
Freaking
So I remember, like, I wasn't a biggest Private Party fan, but I would watch the matches. Like, they're learning. They're doing good. Now they're stuck with like I'm
It's
out.
like-
now they're like great value street profits.
Isaiah fighting Sammy on which was supposed to be tonight. There were so many matches that were supposed to be tonight that got pushed to Rampage. This is why I'm saying this was a very rushed show. And like,
But no, but what I and I won't say too much now. But what I liked about it is they gave the main event plenty of time. Where a lot of the time the main event always feels rushed on the show.
We already did Ruby. We're like one segment away from the main event. So don't worry, we'll get to it. But before we do, let's go. Ass Boys beat up Jungle Boy in the snow. Very assy.
Again, I would have loved to seen an Ass Boys Danhausen backstage segment.
Don't blow your load before you fucking get to prom, man. Like,
but like they've but listen, Danhausen and the Ass Boys have heat on Twitter and Instagram and social media, but Danhausen just comes out with best friends tonight. He could have had a little backstage segment.
I'm telling you, they're planting seeds somewhere. I don't know what it's going towards.
We didn't see them, but there were seeds somewhere.
I don't know where it's going, but Danhausen and Orange Cassidy might be like a feud in the future.
I could see that.
I'm here for it. That's something fun.
But they're two faces.
Well, let's turn one of them heel. Maybe Danhausen gets very evil. Now I have all the money. I'm not very evil.
Ooh,
I can see
that's
it
kind of
happening.
interesting. I kind of like that.
Danhausen of Black. Danhausen of Black.
I like that. Okay,
before that, we had the House of Black versus Penta and Pac. Great match.
Great match.
I don't see anything wrong with that. That was fun. Good stuff.
It was very fun. It was a great match.
Malachi was good. Brody was good.
Brody's good.
Pac was amazing. It's good to see Pac back.
Yeah.
I got nothing bad. Yeah, I got nothing bad against it.
I'm there for Malachi and Brody all day, every day. I love anything.
But what did it do to continue the feud? Like
exactly, nobody was cursed.
They had a match.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and that's it. So now we move on.
That's it. I don't know. I'm sure we'll build from it eventually.
There's just no substance anymore.
I really want a Pac versus Malachi one-on-one match.
In a damn, I can't think of it, like a Kennel of Doom match. Can't be a Hell in a Cell, so we got to change the name.
I was getting like I put in the Pod Foundation group. I was getting Martel and Roberts vibes from WrestleMania 7.
It could have been in a House of Black match. That could be the cage.
Yeah. And then they'd have to make a black cage, and everybody would
Black
complain
cell.
about it. Like, you can't do that.
You just spray paint it black. Like Hell in a Cell was red.
I enjoyed the House of Black and Penta Pac match. I thought it was good. The little lack of substance, I get that. But like,
Okay, so here,
we've been
I just
building
want to say
towards it.
something. Young Anthony just reminded me of something. The Black Mist is becoming a little too much now.
Yeah.
It
False.
should be left for special occasions.
I'll strongly disagree with that because we still haven't seen the full potential of what the Black Mist does to people.
Okay, I agree. I would agree with you, but now that it's happened to so many people, I don't think there is more.
We got Julia, we got Cody, we got Arn.
Yeah. What has it done?
It's doing nothing.
I mean
Julia's over there.
Julia's kind of turning heel and doing her own thing.
Yeah, no, she looks like she just got done with a bukkake film with the hype.
Yeah, but she looks like a bad bitch now too when she comes out. So it's like I'm not arguing about that.
They're not doing anything with it. Like she might just look like a bad bitch, but she's not doing anything.
I would like to see something start happening with the Black Mist.
That's I don't disagree with it, but I still think that there's still room to evolve into it.
Spewing green into somebody's face.
Right.
Man, how dare
great
you say
Kabuki.
Missing Link? That's great Muta, motherfucker. He's the inventor of the Miss spot.
Remember the Missing Link?
No, Muta was before the Miss or fucking Missing Link. Missing Link stole that
was
from
in the
Muta.
80s.
Yeah, Muta's been around since like early 80s.
So was Missing Link.
Yeah, fucking. We'll agree to disagree. I know my shit. Muta's where the money's at. I know my spits, okay, and Muta spits better than anybody in the business. Maybe not like Sonny, but like
I don't think I've ever seen a Muta match.
Man, Sting fought Muta. There's so many good Mutas match. We're Muta. Anyway, we get Hangman Adam Page comes out after this Ruby Soho. Ass Boys.
Ruby Soho? Did you say Ruby Soho?
Soho, because the Jungle Boy.
Snow on your mind?
Well, I combined it everything. So it was Ruby Soho, Jungle Boy in the Snow, Ass Boys.
I got a hot take here.
Let's do it.
Okay, not next week whenever he faces Lance Archer, but it's time to take
a Texas death match in Michigan or wherever the fuck they are.
Yeah, it's time to take the title off of Hangman. Very lackluster.
You think so for Lance Archer?
No, not Lance Archer.
Oh, I thought you were saying Lance Archer should be the next champion. I was like, whoa.
No way.
No, hold on now.
Revamp. Slow down. Take a deep breath. Let's speak a little bit. I don't disagree with you.
I think it's time, like by Revolution, it's time to take it off. Is very lackluster title reign. I think this is all in with the issue with AEW all right now. You know, you have, like Daniel Bryan was saying, you got a fucking dinosaur as your tag champ, which I love Jurassic Express.
I love when Bryan Danielson said that.
You got Vlog Boy as your TNT champ, and you got Millennial Cowboy.
Wait, real quick, because you said vlog. Did you see when they coerced Danielson onto the vlog?
Yes, I did see that.
That was he's like, what is this? And they're like, we're taping a promo. And he's like, no, what is this? He's like, this looks like your vlog. And he's like, it's the vlog. And he's like, I fucking hate you guys.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with them.
But like, I mean, not only that, like you have your I don't know if your champions can really hold a big long program. It's time to like move over. Get some new champions.
I think that you
maybe TNT champion. Maybe Sammy, give Sammy a little bit more room. But
criticizing Hangman when, in all honesty, he hasn't been given a chance. He's only fought 2 matches. He hasn't been involved. This
is why, and I'm going back to the fucking 60-minute draw. This is why you don't put that in the first title defense, because he's made him look weak.
He didn't lose.
It made him look
great. He didn't lose against Danny Bryan.
Not the first title defense, Tom.
It was perfect. No,
I love it. I don't know. So I would partially agree with that if we didn't get the rematch. The rematch was better than anybody's expectations.
Well, I agree.
Like the picture of Bryan Danielson bleeding and just sitting there getting taped up is still viral as fuck.
Right, but I mean, it's just it's made his title reign so lackluster. Like, I don't care anymore.
All I
don't
got to
care.
say to that is, prove me wrong on the Hangman aspect.
Exactly.
I think he's a great champion. I think he's doing good. I think he was groomed for it. They built it up really well. But I think timing is a fickle bitch. All right, and timing fucked everything up for everybody. So like we had if Hangman would have won in that match where he came out and defended the Dark Order, it would be different. You know, if Hangman didn't lose that match, and like Dark Order didn't have to win the tag belts. Hear me out. Hangman wins over Kenny. Then we get Punk. Then we get Bryan, Danielson. Then we get everybody coming in on the back end. It wouldn't be so like, oh fuck no! Like we know Danielson should be a champ. We know CM Punk should be you're throwing too much glitter on top of the cupcake that you're not appreciating the batter. You know what I mean? So it's like you got a lot of shit going into your fucking.
I think part of it too is this match with Archer. Like Archer came back from injury. He was kind of like a baby face before he got injured, I would say. And then he just came back as a heel. Just like and aligned himself with Dan Lambert. It did make sense.
Which he was when he got taken out of the main event picture. He was a heel when he was about to fight Mox, and then he got COVID. Right. And he came back as a face, and all of a sudden he's a heel again.
Yeah, it's just right, and that's part of it. Like that's part of why like there's no storytelling there. Yeah, and it's. I think maybe that's part of why I'm
there's no rhyme or reason for it.
Right, and there's like that's why I'm kind of like over Hangman. They've tried to build this for like 3 weeks, and it's just like
it's just Hangman.
Yeah,
I don't think he's done anything wrong,
but he's not carrying it either. I mean, I don't know.
He's not given a chance to though. He's only fought 2 matches. I don't really think it's his fault.
And in one of them he tied. He kissed his cousin.
He didn't lose against the best wrestler in the world today for 1 hour. That's pretty impressive.
My favorite part of tonight's episode is that Bodie comes in and goes, "There's too much title bullshit going on. It's too quick." And then he goes, "Fuck these title matches." I love it. We're good. But I get both points. But I don't think that there's too many programs out there where Hangman can do more.
Right.
Like Lance Archer should have been a Sammy fucking spot, not a Hangman. Like, don't bring Hangman back out from this and then be like, oh, I'm going right for not Hangman, but bring Archer out from fucking COVID injury, flip flop, and then it goes right to the title picture.
Yeah, it doesn't make
I would rather see Nick Jackson go for the you fucked over Kenny Omega. I'm coming in with my super kicks, and like I'd rather see that than the fucking like. There's more history there that they're kind of just
listen. You're in a company where rankings are supposed to matter. You couldn't go look and see who's number 1 and who's number 2 and have them fight.
We already did, and they both fought. It was Bryan Danielson. It was fucking Hangman.
So then he goes to the next top contender.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Lance Archer.
It was Dan Lambert.
Lance Archer.
Dan Lambert versus Hangman Adam Page in a Utah death match.
Maybe we could have got Paige Van Zandt versus Hangman Adam Page.
I don't know. I think there's some. And I'm going to go back to Danhausen again. I think there's more silliness in this bit than there was in the fucking Danhausen bit. You guys were hard on Dan. You broke my feeling.
I wasn't. I just said I wanted a backstage segment with him.
Look at his stupid cape. He looks cursed. And then he's like, "No, fuck him. I'm out." Mox was already. He just came back from being cursed. We can't have him get cursed again.
Hey, I can't wait to get his bendy. That helps.
Yeah. I think you would have wanted more Danhausen too.
He's toyetic as fuck, but keep him off my TV screen. I'm good on that.
I just wanted more Danhausen. Just another.
I'm just saying.
Clip.
You guys, you don't know the full extent of Donovan Danhausen. Donovan Danhausen is an amazing wrestler, great talent. Works his ass off the ring.
Whoa! We got the shoot name out there.
Shoot name.
He could have just been in a segment afterwards. Welcome to AEW. Are you now part of Best Friends? Yes, I am, and you'll see what's going to happen.
Cool. You should have wrote Justin Roberts like 3 hours ago and told him like, "Hey man, you should interview."
But going back to those world title picture right now, like let's take a look back at WWE, the Universal Championship. It's got way more story right now than anything AEW is doing in their world title picture.
Not on purpose though. It's by default.
What do you mean by default?
because they only like who else is going to be in the title picture?
They have a
Yeah,
lot more
Mox.
story though.
No, but who else is going to be there? Who else besides who's the top 4 right now? We got Brock, we got Roman, we got Seth. Who else is there?
Okay.
Who
But,
else
but
is
they're-
challenging
but
for it?
they're meandering the story right
But this
now.
is
That-
I think they're
that's-
bopping and weaving with what they got. You know, like if you have like a
but they're doing a
93
better
show.
job than what AEW's doing. Yeah.
no.
I don't think like when you have your hand on the parachute button and your plane's going down, you're going like turn around, we're going. I don't know if
here's
that's
the problem right now with AEW is I think they're becoming a victim of the too many people they brought in.
I don't think that's an
And
issue
things,
either.
Things are getting lost in the shuffle.
I like I said, I think my analogy.
Thank
was
you,
perfect.
young
I think it's
Anthony.
Too many
Thank you, young Anthony.
Too many sprinkles and glitter on top of the cupcake to not appreciate the cake itself. Right. So
I only
you got
like the icing. I don't like the cake part.
well, there you go. That's your part of the problem. You're the Bryan Danielson fans and the CM Punk fans. But like the Hangman story has been building for wow, that's mind blowing. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't.
I see it with the Roman thing. I do see
Yeah,
that.
I don't.
Thank you.
Just because Rollins brought up Mox on an
No,
episode
not at
like makes it
all.
long-term storytelling.
Not at
It's-
all.
No, that has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
but
it.
like remember when Cena and Edge did a fucking 6-year story against each other, and it was just boring shit. Again, I look back at it like it was great now, but like it was annoying as fuck when it was going on because it was too repetitive. It's too much.
But,
It was way too much.
But look, they've been building this Brock Roman. Okay, you could argue they've been doing it for years, right? But like this recent iteration of Brock Roman, right? They've been building since October, since Brock came back, and they had to pivot, quite a bit, because Roman had COVID, and then Brock put the championship on Brock, and then this and that, and then look, is it the best way they got to Brock and Roman? No, but at least it's a story. Like, how great was it to see like Paul Heyman turn on Brock Lesnar? That's happened one other time.
Cool. I'm great with that. That's fine, but like, you want stories? Like, read the news, man. I don't like.
I do want stories.
I want stories too, but like they do it. So the first not the first, but the last 2 years of AEW has been great with storytelling, right? Kenny's
Right.
on a break, so you got to kind of take a break from that all elite.
But it's good to get a
story
break
map.
from people sometimes.
It is, and so
Yeah,
like don't get me wrong, it's going to be great when it happens, but it's not happening right now. So I think people are feeling lackluster about the product because we lost like some of our long-term booking here, because the real long-term booking that AEW had was Kenny and Hangman. And it went out with a bang where Kenny looked exhausted when he lost that match. Kenny looked so like happy.
What
But
about
now-
Wardlow?
That I have nothing to say about Wardlow. We haven't even gotten there yet, but Wardlow, I feel like there's still more to it.
Yeah.
They're
But
just-
the teasing thing, I understand. That's
Listen,
what I'm saying.
I'm fed up with the Wardlow thing. I don't care if he turns on MJF now. It should have been
But
done
when he
last
does,
week.
everybody's going to lose their shit.
I'm not now because I care less anymore. Every week I said, this is the week. It's too much of a tease now.
I feel like AEW slipping into like
And now I
The-
want to
the
see him stay
mode-
with MJF.
Maybe that's the swerve.
They're slipping in this mode where they just have matches for the sake of matches. There's
Yes,
nothing
that
there.
I will agree with.
There's
about
nothing there. There's nothing there.
We have a pay-per-view in just over a month, and there's
And I was
nothing
gonna bring
built
that
for
up. Yes, exactly.
it. Nothing.
So next week it's February 9th. The pay-per-view, I believe, is March 5th. Correct me if I'm wrong, something along those lines. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of Dynamite to build this pay-per-view. That sounds like some WWE bullshit right there.
Okay.
You know? And
I get it.
to build to a pay-per-view that you held every quarter, like when you had all this time between
Yeah.
Full Gear and Revolution, they've done nothing but sit on their ass.
So here's I'm going to throw an agreement, but a curveball into that. This is what the problem is when they do shit like, let's put the titles on Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy on a regular fucking show instead of having the Lucha Brothers hold the titles until Revolution, make it more meaningful because it happened at the pay-per-view, right? Kenny and Hangman totally understand. Did not need to be a pay-per-view. It was a pay-per-view, but it didn't need to be. That could have been done on TV. That's where I was going with the Dark Order thing. Like Kenny and Hangman should have did that before All Out. But like it's you're missing spots with it. Like when you got fucking you change the tag titles from how many times did the Lucha Brothers fucking defend those titles? Twice?
Right.
Yeah,
You're talking the biggest, like the Bad Bunnies of AEW, the fucking the southern fucking South American fucking pride people. They were over as fucking Chicago. They're over with me. I love the Lucha Brothers, but I like Jungle Boy. Yes, Jurassic Express maybe deserved it, but they could have waited until Revolution. Revolution.
Yeah,
No, but like that's the thing. They pull the trigger so unaccordingly to how we see it, so it kind of fucks with us. You know, like the CM Punk MJF match that could have been a pay-per-view match. It was a pay-per-view.
I think they're gonna get a rematch though.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They already did it. But here's your 60-minute time limit take from Mike. It doesn't fucking matter now because they already did it and it was great. But there was two fuckovers in one match, including like what are we gonna do? So Wardlow's gonna change, and switch sides on fucking MJF at the pay-per-view. I don't care anymore. Like
that's my point.
Here's what that just goes right back to where I'm going. It's they pull the triggers at such oblong fucking timing. So it's always like, so I would have preferred Dark Order beating the Young Bucks and fucking, and then having the Lucha Brothers take the titles off them. Just
Nick Storm, baby.
Nick Storm, come on with us.
Well, no, I mean, you know what would have been great if he would have helped CM Punk cheat like he did tonight, and then he put him in a powerbomb, symphony of power bombs, whatever he calls it. That would have been great.
Just kill them.
Yeah, basically, kill him. MJF, you're dead. No, or something. I don't know.
Well, here's like going into this. We're going now. Next week we have Jericho. We're gonna do an inner circle meeting. Like the inner circle's been dead for how long? Doesn't matter.
I know it's mandatory.
Like this, my notes. I'm ripping up already because we're on the main event.
But sorry.
Let me just say, CM Punk versus MJF was a fucking banger. Great match.
Dude,
good storytelling in it.
And I'll tell you, MJF impressed me more than ever. He did some Roddy Piper like shit, like when CM Punk was punching him in the ropes and he's falling back and coming back up. That was good shit. Like, he's so good. He's so good at everything he does.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have done that with Danielson. It was a perfect match.
Yeah,
right. And Punk knew exactly what his spot was. He was loving it. You see, he had a big, huge smile on his face.
Exactly.
Doing
at
it
the end of the match.
It was great. It was a great match. Yeah. But again,
and I really don't have a problem with MJF cheating to win.
No, I don't either.
No. So here's the takeaway. So like we were talking about how these matches get pulled too early and we see shit, but this was the perfect timing. CM Punk got beat in his hometown by the biggest heel in the business. So you're talking like one of the bigger baby faces getting beat by the biggest heel in the company right now in his hometown, cheating nonetheless. So this is why Wardlow shouldn't have changed, is because it made sense for the city. It made sense for the overall story picture, right? So but as Tom said, I don't give a fuck anymore if it happens. So it was a good thing, but it also sucked. Like, what are you gonna do about it? But the match was so good.
The match,
like, I remember the first time they called it, I was like, it's 8:30. What are they doing?
Yeah,
I know.
And I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And I was like, oh shit, like maybe this is where Gargano comes out or some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, the AEW confirmed he's coming out to do a flippy flops with Reggie on against CM Punk and MJF.
But the thing about the pay-per-view, who is? We have no clue.
It's not what
Hangman
Anthony
is
just
gonna
said.
No, they're not.
MJF is not fighting for that title for a year or two.
Yeah.
He's not
And
winning
even-
it anytime soon.
I don't want him to win the title until like 2024.
Exactly.
But that same thing could have been said about the Lucha Brother or the Jurassic Express.
No, I
Jurassic-
don't disagree with that.
Jurassic Express need to lose their tag titles.
But
They
that's
could
the
lose right
problem.
away.
Like they just got him, so like
Oh,
the whole transfer was bullshit.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Like you
Nick
have
Storm,
matches-
bring some order to the show.
Oh,
My
Yes,
goodness.
yes. Order in the court. Order.
I
Order
haven't
the
seen
court.
you in a year. Where have you been?
It's hey. There you go. It's been a year. How you guys going? What do you guys think of
Look at the
Dynamite?
smile on his face.
It's the Australian
He's
icon, baby.
extra happy.
It is.
Dynamite sucked ass tonight.
I didn't think it sucked ass.
So
I
give
thought
us your reaction, Nick Storm. What did you think of
Yeah.
Dynamite?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Seeing Danhausen with Wheeler Yuta and Orange Cassidy popped me, and I think that's the only thing that I really cared for. To get now,
There you go.
Stormhausen, Noahshausen.
My biggest complaint is I wanted to see a little more Danhausen. I wanted to see him like in a backstage interview. Like,
Yeah.
are you part of Best Friends? What are you doing here? Like, just a little more. That's all I could have asked for.
Until his leg's fixed, that's the mystery. Let him fuck
But his
around.
leg doesn't hurt his mouth from speaking. I'm not saying
listen,
get involved
you're
in the
so
match.
right.
He can do that all he wants, and I'm there for it. He doesn't have to wrestle. He could have spoken to a microphone.
Getting pulled by Adam Cole while you're holding a chair takes at least 3 weeks out of you. You just don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, that alone, he's going to be out for another 3 weeks.
It's exhausting. Yes, Jesus Christ.
You know what? I'm going to go back to young Anthony for a second because he kind of makes some sense here.
No, he
I
doesn't
wonder-
make any sense.
I wonder if they're really going to have it be MJF versus Hangman at Revolution.
No, because it's going to be something else, and it's going to be like you're going to be like, "What the fuck?" And you're like, "Yeah, this is where Jim Cornette comes out," because you're going to be like, "What the fuck? What is this? Get me some goddamn Wendy's! Like this is bullshit." And like that's what's happening right now. Take me to fucking DQ. I'm not doing this shit, man. Like fuck you. Like it's,
I mean, he just ended a guy's undefeated streak. Maybe he is fighting him at Revolution. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this.
can you expect Punk to live undefeated?
I don't know. Whatever it is.
Oh, I have no problem with Punk losing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like it was perfect. It was this tonight was the
I
perfect
agree.
night to
That
do it.
part was perfect. I agree with that.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, Nick.
Oh, when I I was like, oh, there's no way MJF like wins over Punk here. But when it happens, I was like, my God, they fucking did it! Holy shit! And that like pops me huge. So I think it's gonna lead to it might lead to a rematch with MJF and Punk. I don't know.
Maybe
That's
in
like
the
WWE
cell
booking.
or
So
something.
That's what I think too.
No, I don't want it
think-
to happen, young Anthony. But I'm just saying I could see that's
No.
where they're going with it.
So they could go a million other directions with it though. Tomorrow they could come out and be like, "Oh, Bryan Danielson wants to fucking run a 3-way trio with Mox and Punk, and then they're gonna do here's our trios titles," and you're gonna be like, "Where the fuck did this happen?" And I'm telling you, look at me stupid. I can't, but it could happen.
No.
You don't know. You don't know.
Ooh, what if it becomes a Mox, Punk, and Bryanson?
What if
start their
Keith
own
Lee shows
faction.
up next week and challenges Hangman for the title? Yeah, go ahead.
can't.
But it's
He
not out of the
hasn't-
realm.
He hasn't
For
had
he
the record to do it yet.
Is limitless.
When you don't have the record to fight the champ yet, you get a non-title match and it's a half-hour draw.
Well, don't tell Boney that. He's gonna start, he's out. He's done.
yeah.
What kind of Arkansas, Alabama bullshit is that? Fuck your mother. But yeah,
We're just being a little critical, Nick, of the crazy booking going on in AEW right now.
a little bit.
It does seem a little bit maniacal and cheeky. If you
Tell
will.
us
It's a
your
little
thoughts on the
chaotic.
Brandy Rhodes segment tonight.
Dude, she sucks. The fact that Dan Lambert getting cheered, that makes me happy for some
Sneed in
reason.
here.
Hold on. Yeah, we got Sneed, baby.
Bring it,
Hey yo,
Sneedo.
What? More Danhausen? Hold on a second. Did I hear? more Dan? How about less Danhausen?
Morehausen.
Barely on tonight.
Less Hausen. Get him out of there, man.
No way.
Heel
Yeah.
Sneed.
No,
Just sign the
Oh,
contract.
not in on it, man. Not in on it at all.
It
Dude,
was
Shane,
the wrong
Shane
spot.
McMahon and Danhausen
Wrong
are going to be
spot.
running shop in
Wrong
6
spot.
months.
Wrong spot. Less Danhausen tonight. That's no more
Agree.
Danhausen's wrong. Who said it? Tom? Did you say that?
I just said I wanted a little.
I
back
said it, but I was
segment
kidding.
of him.
Yeah,
I actually would have rather that.
goofy.
I would have
Wrong
rather
spot.
him have a back segment than what he did tonight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it-
but
that
that's
would've made
when
more
we're
sense.
going into this.
It
That's
didn't
what I
make
thought
sense
was
him
going to
coming out
happen.
tonight.
he
Yeah.
just looks
That's
so
all I'm saying.
stupid. He looks
It-
so
I
stupid.
didn't like the way he was used.
Come
tonight.
on, doing this in front of Mox should have knocked
Mox
him
should have
out.
knocked that
I would
motherfucker
have
out.
popped
Mox
so hard if Mox.
Mox should have added his,
Mox
If
just
he
fucking
didn't have a
DDT'd
broken
him.
leg, he probably would have knocked him out.
That's
Mox
what I'm
should have
saying.
added his teeth to his own jar.
I heard Chad.
Chad, we're preparing for the show, and we had to.
Mox should have laid that fucking wacko vampire fuck straight out.
I
That
would
would
have
have
been there
been for
for
good
that.
storytelling.
I would have loved that. That would. If
Yeah.
he didn't
But
have
he's got a broken leg.
that
He
would've
shouldn't. He
happened.
shouldn't have debuted yet. That's where I'm at with it.
At
Yeah.
least
But the
It's
one
his
team was
leg, not
good.
it's his leg, not his mouth.
at
Punch
least,
him in the mouth.
Yeah, at least he's with all the other goofy bastards.
Hey, that's his fault for wanting human monies. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't
He
blame
works
him
for,
for
he
one.
works for 8. What is going on here?
Oh no,
It's
no,
turning
no,
into
no.
the
Oh,
turnbuckle
God.
No, get
gangbang.
him the hell out of
Yeah,
here.
good.
Please, man,
What's going
So,
Yeah, exactly.
How was Dynamite, lads?
Yeah.
What's
not a Royal Rumble.
Anthony, go fuck yourself.
Even in.
Listen, we're gonna send him to the call-up podcast.
No.
It's coming up.
Oh shit!
That was
Hold on. Let me wake my kids up.
There you go.
There we go. A little bit of technical issues. I no clue what happened there. Sorry.
Okay, we got Chad here. That's good.
There we go.
Oh, we got the whole squad.
Now,
Let's go.
call Hawk. Get him on
Welcome
here.
to
This is
hanging at the tavern.
We're getting Hawk in.
welcome,
It's like the
welcome to the
Brady Bunch.
Turnbuckle Tavern, goddamn it.
Who disappeared?
Yeah.
Well, oh wait, I feel like okay. Wait, this
I don't
guy
have
disappeared.
that. I'm not like super hard on Danhausen, but at least he's with Orange Cassidy. But when you fucking do that silly shit to Mox, come on, man.
Well,
Come on.
that,
Yeah.
Don't do it,
Him laying him out would have been perfect.
dude. We have.
it would have
he's
been.
that's one of the only serious motherfuckers in the company right now, as far as like tied into a serious storyline with Bryan Danielson, and you put him in this fucking joke spot.
All I heard was Chad's voice from last week. We need some legit killers, man.
We
Where are
do.
the killers, man?
Where's the lie?
Where's
So-
the fucking reality? Where is the like? Here's my thing. Like, and we're gonna go in on it on the podcast. We're about to record here in a second, but like, dude, okay, I like the Cody thing. I like
Yes.
they have things set up a little bit, but even with the Cody thing, it's like, dude, at a certain point, you have to take steps in the story. You have to take steps. Everything's just kind of like drawn out, and they're doing, oh, we're not going to do what they conventionally do. What they conventionally do is what's worked for fucking decades in pro wrestling. Like, you have to tell us step-by-step long-term storytelling. You can't just like tease a heel turn that's never going to fucking happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's no meat on any of the fucking stories right now. We're a month out from a pay-per-view, and it's like, dude, where are the fucking stories? You're going to throw these stories together 2 to 3 weeks before the pay-per-view? That's WWE bullshit that we all fucking hate. That's exactly what that is.
That's what they did with All
That's what
Out.
they're doing.
Like they totally did that with All Out. And it was like, and we were like, it was good with All Out because they had good fucking space to work with there. But right now they're in such a tight fucking corner because they don't have, like you said, the meat on the bone. But like, will they figure it out? I'm sure they will. Is it gonna suck?
I hope.
I mean, like, I know we don't know any of the matches on the card right now for Revolution, but honestly, at this point, I don't think I would buy Revolution.
Oh, I'll buy it, but there's no predicting what the matches are going to be now because there's no story set up.
MJF
there's no
MJF,
long-term
Hangman.
blow off. We're not waiting on anything because they haven't built anything up. So there's nothing I'm like pining over to like see how it turns out. It's all like I'm still in that what's Revolution going to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I know we're,
that's
we're
I was
probably
exactly
going to
there.
get
Like,
Jericho. You know, we're probably going to get Jericho Kingston. But like, where's that at? Everything's
Green
just
jacket,
Exactly.
gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
I think that definitely. Here's what I'm hoping, at least. I hope we get like Adam Page and Adam Cole, because Adam Cole's going up against Evil Uno, you know, and they're kind
I
of
don't
tied
even
into that thing.
I love Adam Cole in NXT.
Yeah.
I don't respect Adam Cole in NXT right now. Don't
I
give
know.
a
I
fuck
think
about Adam
this,
Cole.
he's turning a new leaf though. Like
Dude,
because
that
he's done with
Orange
Orange Cassidy. Thank fuck. You know.
that Orange Cassidy match last week was a
Embarrassing.
fucking embarrassment.
You watch the finish, and Orange puts his hands around him. He's like,
Dude,
oh,
that hug,
no,
hug
And
finish.
it wasn't even like a tight grip. He just like had
It
his
wasn't, no,
arms
it was-
on
it was
him,
like
and he
this,
was
and-
like he couldn't move
and
anywhere.
fuck
started to
Adam
do
Cole,
the shimmy.
fuck Adam Cole for selling that. That's what I gotta
Adam
say.
Cole-
They should have just dived into it.
Yeah.
I would have rather took the punch and had Adam Cole fall
Fall off.
and be
Yeah,
like,
here's
okay,
the
we're
thing, like,
done.
We all love AEW. I mean,
My
fuck,
goodness.
we started this podcast to cover only AEW. I love it. But I'm also not going to just sit and blow smoke up its fucking ass when I bitched about WWE shit for years. And when they start doing things that drove me away from WWE, I'm going to fucking say it. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and sit there and like praise everything they do and then bitch about the same thing when WWE does it. If AEW does stupid shit, you got to call them out on it. You can't just sit and be like, oh, it's great. Like there are things we all love in there too. I mean, it's not all bad, but dude, since All Out happened,
It's been fucked up.
It's been fucked up.
It's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
unorganized.
All that is
Obvious.
such a like a big like a kind of scale though. Like All Out, like that whole month of wrestling, we got CM Punk coming back after 7 years. 2 weeks later, we get All Out, which is a great, phenomenal pay per view, right? And then ever since then, it's like I don't know, it hasn't been able to live up to that.
That was one of the
wrestling is
issues.
yeah.
They blew their whole load, but that was another pay-per-view that was brought up in 3 weeks. Like we didn't know shit going into it. We thought it was going to be Hangman and Kenny, and everybody was going to rejoice. And then they're like, "Oh, we're getting Archer and Kingston. We're getting Punk and Darby. Okay, like cool. We got fucking Kenny versus Christian. Nobody wanted to watch Kenny versus Christian. If I wanted to do that, I would have ordered an Impact match.
It was on
for fucking
Rampage. That was
2006.
enough.
But it was just
Yeah.
it's but like it was built up on bullshit right away. So you're talking. Can they pull a pay-per-view out of their ass in 3 weeks? Yes.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But is it going to be something we're invested into? Probably not.
No.
Like
And wrestling,
That's
we're
what
finding
All
out
Out's so
now.
good.
We're finding out now that when you don't have big surprises to lean on, you have to have stories.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
That too.
they had all these big every week they were trotting out a new surprise signing. Okay, now you've got everybody. Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Brian Kendrick versus cancel culture. I'm here for.
Adam Cole has become
Uh-oh. Bony
Yes.
Bros.
No,
Bony's-
that's
become-
he's right.
wasted on.
He's become a part of the Turnbuckle Tavern. That's what he is.
Adam Cole's forgotten. Adam Cole hasn't had
I was saying it a
meaningful
few weeks
feud.
ago, and I think one of the chants popped in on the chat, and they're like, "He's Adam fucking Cole. Like, watch his matches." I get it, yeah, watch his matches, but everything he's done in AEW has fucking sucked. Everything that the Undisputed Era has done in AEW has been the shits. Bobby Fish is the shining light of the Undisputed Era right now, and that's fucked up.
And dude, when you have we have Undisputed Era in there, and then we have that, the tension with the Bucks. You can't have that every 2 to 3 weeks.
It's gotta be weekly.
We'll get that like 2 weeks ago, and then we don't see shit from it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you forget about it.
I mean, come on, man. Like, get some through lines. Thread
Yeah.
the story.
Do something. Have Britt fucking call Matt's wife and call him a piece of shit or something over the like that. Just tie it the fuck in together somehow and make it work. Like don't skip. Like we don't even have women's matches right now. Who's Britt fucking feuding with? Nobody. Like what?
Yeah.
This was the problem. Like, and I'll go with this with All Out. Like the All Out Fan Fest there was not one champion there to represent the company at their big fucking WrestleMania-sized fan fest, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
that's what we're going into the pay-per-view with right now. What the fuck are the matches? Who's the champions?
That's
What are
because-
they doing?
That's because they do these quick little matches like tune into Rampage to see Sammy Guevara versus bumfuck.
I don't care about Sammy Guevara in a time like
You know,
the
With
TNT,
the way that they've been booking, the only matches that I could see from a booking standpoint are MJF and Hangman and Jade and Britt Baker, because those are the only people that they've built up properly.
Jade and Britt
Everyone
Baker
else
aren't
has
gonna
just
fight
been
yet.
Yeah, you can't have the
Stop
two
and
fucking
start.
women girls go after each other. We're gonna unify the titles already. Fuck it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who else do you have? Technically, it's supposed to be
Put it down.
Layla
It could-
Hurt, but the rankings don't matter, so it's not like
Yeah.
she's going to get a championship opportunity. Like, who else do you have?
We're gonna jump off, but last thing, like
Yeah.
all of this stuff, all of the complaints, all of the the things we're complaining about right now, everybody's got issues with certain things. Like, as much as I hate to say it because I love the guy, I think he's the biggest figure in pro wrestling. He's done the most for us. We all love him, we all appreciate him, but the problem right now is we're seeing a rookie fucking booker. We're seeing a rookie booker who didn't grow up in pro wrestling,
Yeah.
who didn't learn from the Jim Cornettes and the Pat Pattersons of the world. And we're seeing someone try to handle a major fucking roster, and he's a rookie at it. It's rookie problems, man. And I love Tony Khan. I think he's the fucking man. Love the dude. But come on, man. That's the problem.
He's a goddamn U-boat graduate.
He needs to rely on Arn Anderson. Have Arn Anderson help him out. with some
Something,
booking,
man.
you know?
Next week he's gonna have Shane McMahon by his side. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they
God.
should get Shane McMahon in.
All right. You guys have a good time. Enjoy the party.
Later, Hal.
Can't wait to listen to the podcast in the morning.
Later, Housen.
Yes.
Later,
Housen. Don't be cursed. You're good.
Oh god.
I still wish we would have seen Danhausen in a backstage segment.
Yeah.
Get it.
So then, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any inkling of what 1 or 2 matches will be at Revolution? I know a young
No.
Anthony stated.
There's the thing.
A
There's
couple.
none. There's none. We can't predict
Nothing
any
set
at
up.
this point.
And
Well,
you
those
can't even.
aren't the matches that I'm expecting to see. Those are just the matches that, based on their booking,
That makes
they
sense.
Can do, yeah, that it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I think the Elite dipped out too early. I think they should have had the way they booked everything. I think they should have had Kenny and the Bucks go until Revolution. I think we should have seen the Bucks versus the Undisputed Era.
Kenny was hurt.
I get it. Kenny worked hurt for a year and a half, though. I don't want to hear that shit. but
I mean, but
would've-
it's time. It's time for him to take a break.
Yeah,
I mean, he had
no,
the-
take a break as being champion. That's okay. But I would have loved to see Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, the Bucks versus Riley and fucking whatever the fuck the other Bobby Fish, and then you could build the card around that, and everything else could have been okay. Like right now, they kind of like, I get Kenny's hurt. I wish Kenny all the best. I want him to take time off and heal so he can come back and do more. But like they said, they blew the load too early, which is what's the problem right now, is that there's you're on round 3 and you ain't got much stamina. We're out of Blue Chew, brother. Like we're just working to work, man.
Yeah.
So it's, but at the same time, MJF and CM Punk, fantastic.
That was a great match.
Fantastic
Yeah, it was a
match. And it was most of the show too.
The stories were amazing.
I think the bell rang at 8:15. It was over at 9:00. It was a great fucking match.
Yeah.
For TV, that was a good match.
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
So let them figure out the pay-per-view shit. I'm still here as a fan to watch. I'm still here to figure
Oh,
out.
yeah.
It
I
will
mean,
still be a
I'm not
solid
going
pay-per-view.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. I mean, if I can watch WWE, then I can definitely watch this.
I'm gonna say this Dynamite was 10 times better than the men's Royal Rumble. The women's Royal Rumble was the best thing about that
Yes,
show.
absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I agree.
fuck
That
the
men's
rest.
rubble was terrible. Oh.
It was
Fucking
absolutely terrible,
horrendous.
and Veer never even came, so I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I never want to see Veer.
And
He's
the
coming.
veer brings you back.
Dude, he's been coming for like a year, man. He's got some sort of erectile dysfunction. I'm certain.
It's gonna be the
There's no
biggest
way.
load in the world. He's gonna blow all over Vince. God damn it! Yes. Ah,
He's
And then
so
Veer and Hook have a match.
vascular.
Yeah. No, but
well, I mean that's my all elite wrap up tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
mine too.
Anybody else got any parting words to say to the committee?
well, honestly thought, because Jeff Hardy's contract is expiring, or his 90-day clause, it was expiring around March. So I thought, they were going to have that at Revolution, but it's like 3 days after Revolution is where his 90 days up. So I don't know what Revolution has going for it anymore. But
I want to see Nia Jax versus Nyla Rose.
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, I
man.
don't even want to see Nyla Rose anymore.
I want
I'm
Nia
with her.
Jax versus Nyla Rose in a strong style competition match where they just beat the piss out of each other, because we know both of them can do it.
All right.
Yeah, like literally
Pay-per-view
beat the
sold.
like shoot beat the
Fight,
shit out
yeah,
of
like
each other.
just
Yeah.
like Nia Jax is just fucking headbutting people, and
Not
Nyla
Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is gonna hurt that hole.
yeah,
Oh, my hole.
yes. All
Wow.
right,
God.
boys, ladies, and gentlemen, this has been the All Elite Wrap Up. Thank you all for joining in. Tom, plug the tavern.
Guys, go to theturnbuckletavern.com. Go down the list. Every site that we're on is there. Every social media. Like, follow, subscribe everywhere. Please leave us 5-star reviews on iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, on Spotify.
They're waiting for Veer. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Voom is waiting for Veer. They always start opening and say
Veer's
some weird
coming
shit in their
today.
comments. Yes,
See,
Veer
guys,
is
When
coming.
this is done, go down into the comments and leave a comment in the YouTube video. That
Yes.
helps us.
Husky.
That'd be awesome.
They were trying to leave a comment after we got off, but they came too early, unlike Fear. But comments, subscribe, like, share. Young Anthony, Boney, Nick Storm. We'll go in that order. Plug your shit.
You can listen to the Raw Down every Tuesday.
For old time's sake, I had to do it.
We go. Classroom championship matchup. We're going to school, baby.
You can listen to the Raw Down every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Watch it.
The YouTube, or you could watch it.
You
and
can
then
listen to it on
you can
Wednesday,
listen to it
motherfucker.
on the audio podcast. Plus,
Robin, I don't understand what you're saying over here. You're plugging it wrong.
you can check out the Classic Match Classroom on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you find your podcast. This week on Sunday, we're watching Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar from No Way Out 2004.
Ooh.
Good ass match. Can't wait to
Good
talk about it.
Yes.
You can also see me as your Raw Down champion every Tuesday.
Wait,
Fraudulent champion that you are.
Next time you go on Raw Down, you have to
I
hold the mic
won
like this and
very
go,
clean.
Mr. Bodie.
That's a good one. I hail from Lafayette, Louisiana.
The Raw Down heavyweight champion of the world.
But coming down the aisle this week, we've got Acefield Retro. We watch 1, 2, 3 Kid versus Bret Hart from Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Super good match.
Or CM Punk and
And
Darby if
check
you're
out
watching
Free the Fig as
2021.
well this week.
Who's being freed this week?
Yes.
Bob Orton. Bob Orton.
Oh,
is gonna
nice.
Is gonna
Nice.
It's not Veer.
yeah.
Good
And then next
figure.
week, next week, I hope to have Unrivaled 3 in hand. The Dark
Unmatched
Order.
3.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Unmatched 3. And I'll be unboxing all of Unmatched 3. So,
Oh, nice.
oh yeah.
Very, very exciting.
Stormhausen, plug yourself.
Storm, plug yourself.
Well, g'day guys. I'm Nick Storm, Australian Icon, I guess. You can find me over at Nick Storm Review on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, where you can see a poor excuse for a figure community god, if you will. But yeah, I'm getting back into figures and everything. I'm rearranging my room so I can take some more figure photography, get that all set up. Right now, it's in a little break hiatus, if you will. But yeah, getting into that. So follow me on that. Spring cleaning, exactly.
God damn it.
Nick,
Exactly,
Good to see you, buddy.
Yes,
to see
it's
you
always
guys.
a pleasure to
Yeah,
see
it's fun.
Nick Stormhausen.
Feels like the
Review
old
housing.
times, you know.
Yes, it's very good old times.
Couple of you, though.
As always, we all appreciate you for watching. Like we said earlier, like, subscribe, share, comment, do everything and all the above. Check out all the other shows we got going on. We got the Raw Down. Tomorrow is the flagship show launching on your Spotify, your Apple, your fucking Google podcast, whatever you guys do. Whatever you guys do, Robin. It's weird, okay? But we're everything's coming out. And then I want to say that we have a shitload of stuff going on every single day of the week, basically, at this point.
We do.
So definitely check it out.
And don't forget the relaunch of the Turnbuckle Sessions, where Mike Belcaster will be joining me every week. It's going to be a fun show.
It'll be interesting. Much like this, but it's going to be a podcast. So we're going to have fun. I thought Bonnie just said, I'm out. No.
I was thinking the Turnbuckle Session song.
It's good.
Oh, we're going to have new music.
We're going to have new music, new digs, new figs.
No more tribal music.
What's
I
wrong
love
with
it.
tribal?
I love that
Respect your-
music.
Or
You
what
really?
is it?
I
acknowledge
created
your
it
tribal
myself
chief.
on GarageBand.
Really? It's
Yeah.
good.
Look at you with all the
Sketchy.
talent. I like it.
It's catchy.
GarageBand is my friend. All right, guys. Anything else?
No, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's time to go to bed, guys. Have a
Yeah.
fucking great rest of the week. We'll catch your ass on Monday for Fig Night. Stay tuned for all these beautiful men's other podcasts. RB cursed.